Hi everyone, my name is Amanda Richardson and I'm an author for Debunking Addiction and Healthy Place, and today I just want to talk to you a little bit about the 12 steps. So for some people who are in recovery from addiction, the 12 steps are this terrible, awful thing that they want nothing to do with, and then for other people who are recovering, they're the 12 steps are their saving grace, So a lot of people have a lot of strong opinions on the 12 steps. And it seems to me that it's very rare that people are kind of in the middle. So I'm one of those rare people that exists in that middle zone. I have a ton of respect for 12-step groups, 12-step curriculum, but it wasn't ever something that I fully participated in for a number of reasons. It just wasn't something that fully worked and reached me where I was when I was early in recovery. But with all that said, I actually worked as a recovery coach for a while, and I was able to see the 12 steps in a way that made sense to me, and I was able to just recognize them as one of many paths to recovery. So with that said, I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about just how impactful the 12 steps can be. Even if you're not in an active 12-step group, you can still use the curriculum and use the 12 steps as something of a guide in your recovery. So I'm only going to talk about a couple because there's just so much to it. There's also a lot of mention of God or a higher power, and I don't want to get into any of that. I really just want to talk about the actual context of the specific steps, specifically 2 steps. So the first one will be step 4, which is probably, people who've done the 12 steps, that's probably your least favorite. It is to make a searching and fearless moral inventory of ourselves. So basically, I take that to mean just thinking of all the good, all the bad that is inside of us. And you can even Google step study, 12-step study, study guide, study questions, things like that. And I've done that, and I've done a lot of really great just personal reflection work and journal questions and things like that. And it was actually very helpful for me. And I think step 4 is good for anybody, even if they're not necessarily in recovery. I think it's good for anyone who struggled with any problem ever in their life, and I think that applies to literally everybody. So I think it's just good. It's good to see the good and bad within yourself. It's good to have some self-reflection and to just recognize that there's good and bad in everybody, and then see what you can do from there to work on those things. And then the next step that I wanted to just highlight was step 5, and it says admit it to God, or you could say higher power, or something like that, to ourselves and to another human being, the exact nature of our wrongs. So I think that's important because it's important to confide in people, and that doesn't even necessarily have to be a 12-step thing. I think it's important to confide into whoever you feel is important in your life. So for some people that will be God, but for some people that's not a part of it, and that's totally cool. For some people it's your mom or dad or best friend or sponsor or pastor or counselor or something. There's always someone out there who is important enough to share these deep, dark secrets with, and the nature of your wrongs, so why you did what you did, or why you fell into what you fell into, or how you ended up on the path you ended up on. I just think accountability and mentorship and community are so important in addiction recovery, and really, like I said with the other step, they're important to anybody, no matter who you are. We could all use community, and we could all use some self-reflection. So that's really all I wanted to share with you guys today. I just really dawned on me how people feel as though 12-step curriculum and 12-step groups are synonymous, that they have to be, you need both of them in order to be fully successful in recovery. And I really think it's different for every person. I think there's benefit in being fully active in a 12-step community, and I think there's benefit in finding community in other groups, and I think there's benefit in just checking out the 12 steps no matter who you are. So that's all I have for you. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. If you have any experience with the 12 steps that you want to share with me, please do so in the comments. Thanks. Have a wonderful day.